Giannis, yeah, I'll take definitely sell the 2 and 14 because the 2 is already valuable. Like, if you think
Yeah,
about trading a 2, it's probably at the same level as a max player in the
yeah.
NBA.
And
So
Giannis is still like 31. Like he's still
he's in his
right.
prime. Yeah, you
I
still
don't
get 2
think
good years
Giannis
out of
wants to leave, honestly,
Yeah, he
anymore.
does.
You
That
don't think
man,
so?
So,
No,
why? Explain.
I don't
He
think that.
said
I think
this.
that Dame should
I want
makes
to
it
hear
even
what I want
worse.
to hear what you think.
because I think the East is wide open now with the Tatum injury. I don't think that there makes sense to get up out of there right now. Like, I don't think any team out there is like significantly better.
Okay, but
I don't
what
think
can they
going to the
trade?
West makes his chances any better, honestly.
But the Bucks are pretty
Uh,
cooked. Like next year they're
yeah,
cooked
what
fully.
would they trade to strengthen their team? Because Dame has
Yeah.
an Achilles injury too.
No,
Okay,
no
but
one's
the
traded
thing
for
is,
him.
sometimes the grass ain't
No one's
always
traded for
greenner.
Kuzma.
Even if he goes to a team like the Spurs, you're not expecting him to win the championship next season. I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean
so.
they'd be a contender. All you want is to be a
They'd be a
contender and
better
have a
shot.
You
chance.
have a
Yeah.
chance, but like Bez is right though. What if it goes there and the fit's horrible? Yeah,
Okay,
all
but
your talk is good, but then when you get
It's
over there,
still, first of all, still a young team. It's a first-year head coach now that Pop is gone,
mm,
as well as even if Giannis doesn't win a championship next season. That's the only way that him getting traded, I think, makes sense if he guarantees that he can win a championship next season. Because the year after that, Dame is going to be back. You're going to have more cap space. You're going to have more flexibility. A lot of those contracts are going to be gone, and you can rebuild around Giannis healthily. You're going to recoup some of your draft picks. You know what I mean?
I
Maybe
don't know.
some
I
guys
just
develop for you. So I don't think it makes sense to leave all of a sudden unless you really think that, okay, I have like a really strong chance to win the championship here, which I don't
I don't
know if
even
San
think
Antonio is going to give him that personally.
I
I
don't even
personally
think
think
it's
it's go ahead,
I was gonna
Omar.
say I don't even think that it's like necessarily it's not even for me, it's not even more so like what he'll do in the next spot. It's just like I personally wouldn't have hope if I was Giannis that like if all this time like they've done such a shit job of like building around me
But how can you
that
say that
like
when they won a championship? It's been like 2 years since then.
they've
No,
had
it's
one
been
chip,
4
but
years.
like it's been 4 years and it's just like they haven't really like the moves that they've made since haven't been like good rebolstering moves. You know what I mean? And now their team is
I
pretty like
disagree. I mean, I think the
well look at
moves.
their depth now. Like their depth is shitty and they traded for
Yeah, I
Kuzma.
mean, it
You
didn't
know what I
work
mean?
out.
Like
I think this season you have a very valid point, and in this season, like the moves they made didn't work. They waited too long for some of the moves they made. But I think in
and they
general,
traded
the
Jarrell
moves they
Holiday.
made, trading for Damian Lillard was more in hindsight. Like when everyone made the move, everyone said, "Oh, these guys are going to be contenders, one of the most dangerous teams." Like it made sense on paper. So I think they've done everything they can in their power to rebuild it around Giannis. They've showed him that they're willing to do so. Trade. He probably approved most of these deals, and I think he probably feels a sense of like loyalty to them because they did those things. I don't think it makes sense to him. Okay, I'm out, request a trade. Like I'm going to get traded. It's that simple. I think he has to really think about it. And even if he does request a trade, I don't think San Antonio personally is the number one team to that he should be going to. As
I
fun as
completely
it would
disagree.
be, I don't think that he should be going to San Antonio.
I
I don't think
think
that's
going
the
to play
best
with a
for his career.
generational talent is always like the best option.
Yeah, I completely disagree. I feel like Milwaukee, he's already 30, and Dame comes back, no guaranteeing he'll be the same. Still don't think you'll have
Yeah,
enough
Dame's
to
35.
compete
Like
in a championship. I feel like you have a higher chance. The whole thing about him leaving is having a better chance of winning a championship at the age that he is now. And Milwaukee's not going to give that to him next season. And San Antonio gives him the best chance. You get another year of Victor
I
Wembanyama.
don't even agree
He's
with
already
that
the
either. I
best.
don't even think San Antonio gives him the best chance. I'd
Let me
rather
explain
see him
as to
go to
why I think that
Houston.
is. I feel like you
nah,
already have
I
Victor
don't know.
Wembanyama,
I'm
who's the
not.
best defensive player in the NBA currently. De'Aaron Fox is one of a top 10 guard in the NBA. You already have chemistry there. You already have stability with the offense that's set since the first year head coach has been under Pop like for many years. So you already know what offense you're trying to run, and you have Giannis Antetokounmpo and Victor Wembanyama as your second best player. You don't have to trade that many pieces too, since you got the second pick and the 14th pick. You probably only have to give away one or two
Like two
players that
players.
you
Yeah.
have, and you already have your core set. You have top three players. You don't have to pay one beat until then. So you keep two players on the max before the apron hits, and you have a better shot within the next 2 years of winning a championship on the Spurs rather than being on the Bucks with no Dame for 1 year and a Kyle Kuzma that's giving you Tony Snell performances.
Yeah, and then everybody else in that team is pretty much like, you know what I mean, nobody. Like it's
No
the
picks
Destroying
either.
Prince and and Gary Trent. Yeah, they have no picks. Like their future is just looking super bleak. Like
Yeah.
it would almost be also in their best interest to try
I
to
don't
get
think a
picks and shit.
superstar should just,
Like,
as soon as shit gets bad, should just up and leave. Should Devin Booker be traded too then? Like,
No.
I mean, they're trading somebody. That's why KD. I think when he brought up Houston, I don't even think Giannis fits on Houston as well as KD does. You know what I mean? Like KD fits on Houston better because they need shooting, they need like that type of scoring.
I don't
Like
think
obviously
that
Giannis is gonna average 30 anywhere he goes.
I don't know if Giannis fitting.
But-
I mean, like it works on San Antonio, but again, like that team hasn't
Because
proven
Wemby
anything.
can stretch.
That team has not proven anything, and you got to realize Wemby coming off like a serious injury, like a blood clot. We don't know how that's going to work. New coach, new system, a bunch of young players that who can you rely on outside of De'Aaron Fox? And we hope that
I think that's
Wemby's
my
going to be
sprinklers,
good.
if you can hear that, Gabe.
Castle, rookie of the year.
It sounds like
You can
White
rely
Lotus.
But
on him
again,
getting
he's
the-
a young player, a rookie. Like, can we
Harrison
rely on him? We
Barnes.
haven't seen anything from him. Like to say
What do you
that
mean?
yeah,
He just
he's
won
for
Rookie of the
sure
Year.
good. Does that mean anything, bro? How many
What do
people
you
have won
mean?
rookie of the
He's the
year?
best rookie of his class.
Come on, bro. Can
Has
we
to mean
say
something.
He's literally like a
Last season
generational
not
defensive
stacked,
player. He got like
No,
bro.
come on, bro.
This is not like a
I'm not
Donovan
saying he's
rookie,
dog
like,
shit,
you know,
but like
rookie
you're
class.
saying that rookie. First of all, rookie of the year does not mean that he's going to be the difference maker to them. They didn't even make the
No, he
playoffs,
impacts
bro.
the team.
He's not gonna be like Giannis and him and having De'Aaron Fox as a point guard. Plus,
I think you
if
guys
you
Devin
keep
Vassell
one of
is
overestimating how
Vassell
good
or
the
Castle.
Spurs
Castle,
are, bro.
Devin Vassell showcased some
You know
level
what
of talent. Harrison Barnes is a good vet. You still have CP if he wants to resign there. Like you have players that you
Facts.
can resign in the offseason.
They have a
as well.
solid team, but again, they're not. Oh, we throw Giannis in here. We're championship contender.
You know
I
what
don't
I
think
think?
it's that
You know
easy.
what I
Playing in
think
the
is
NBA.
going on?
He makes any
You know
team
what I
a
think?
contender.
You know what?
They're a
It looks like?
playoff
Hassan,
team, but I'm not picking them to be like they're going to be like a Houston Rockets from this year.
What? With
Nah,
Giannis
Because
one?
the rest,
They'd
of
be
the,
better
team,
in the
rest of the
playoffs.
team is
Hassan,
not good
they'd be
enough.
better in the
They're
playoffs,
too
though.
young.
Bruh, the best player that they had, the Rockets had, was Alfred Sengun. You can't compare
Yeah,
Alfred Sengun to
nobody
anyone
had
on the
experience
floor
except
in
Fred.
They were the second seed, though. That's my whole point. Like
the country.
they,
Okay, but by team effort, not by superstar-led talent that's already proven in the NBA.
bro. But we've seen this year that just because you have a superstar doesn't mean you're gonna fucking win a championship.
two superstars plus depth and De'Aaron Fox.
The superstar you're talking about in question, Vic is in his third season, barely because he played limited minutes in season one, didn't even finish season two, never been in a playoff environment in his career, and has a brand new head coach in this third season. Like I'm
He's
not
still
going to.
a generational talent, and
I
he
understand
showcased
he's a
that when
generational
healthy.
talent, but you can't expect him to just come in and win a championship in a
Why
first
not?
playoff appearance. And
So
And
was
Giannis
Zion.
would be
Zion was
Giannis would still be
generational
the
too.
best.
Okay, so
It's
Zion
like
Williamson
Giannis's team. It's not even like
Wembanyama?
it's on Wemby's shoulders to carry
well,
them
I
to a
don't
championship.
know. I think it's still
It'd still
Wemby's
be
team,
Giannis.
even if Giannis gets
Wembanyama
to the team. It's still Wemby's team.
experience. Okay, so when
Giannis
Nick
would be the best player on
Wembanyama is
that
healthy,
team.
He's the best defensive
It's
player in the
still
NBA.
Wemby's
Is this
team,
not
though.
facts?
Say it again.
When Wemby's healthy, he's the best defender in the NBA.
Okay.
All right, so like you already have the best defensive player in the NBA that's growing. You already have a solidified superstar that's averaged 30 points per game in the last 3 seasons, and you have an all-star level caliber player who can average 25 and 7 on your team, plus vets and a depth around you.
This,
You're gonna tell me that's not a championship level
Hassan,
roster?
you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like you're building like a 2K My Team on like what you're in your head. Like it sounds great, I promise you, but it's not like that easy. Like when you say, like I know it's easy to say it.
Dude, that would be a super
They
solid
have the
team.
second
like-
pick. They have a second pick in the 14th
Guys,
pick.
I don't
I'm
know.
not saying
Even if
dog
you
shit are
don't
gonna miss the
take-
playoffs. I'm just saying
Even
you
if-
expect them. They're gonna be. They're gonna win a championship automatically.
Okay,
So-
their
I feel like
chances,
they're
their
contender.
chances with that team is better than whatever the Bucks is going to do in the next
Do you
3
think they
years.
beat? Do
I'm
you
not,
think they
I'm
beat
not
the
saying
Thunder
you're
and
wrong.
stuff?
I'm not
Do
saying
you think
that.
they
I'm
beat the
just saying
Thunder?
I don't
They
think
have a
San
chance
Antonio is
to.
the
They have a
number one
chance to.
spot.
Yeah, I think
for
they
them to
would-
go.
If they did that trade, and I say kept Barnes and at least one of Vassell or Castle, and like they still if they re-sign CP to have a backup, CP as a backup point guard, he's still contributing even at this age. Like I think that
yeah,
they would be a
they
super
need to
solid
sign
team. That's
okay.
already like 6-7 solid players right there, and 3 of them are all-star or above. You know what I mean? 2 of them are generational.
It don't matter.
So it's just like
okay.
I think that would give them like whatever Giannis is, like I said, whatever Giannis is going to do the next 3 years of the Bucks. Like even if they try to build and like they're not going to build a team that's as good as that Spurs team in the next 3 years.
I don't
You know what I mean? Like